Aries, hey. Sorry for those of you that may have been looking out for a love reading. I've been under the weather. So we're going to go ahead and hop into it though and see what's happening with you and your love interest. I'm just getting the cards out. We're going to check in, Aries, to see what your situation is. All right, we got the Four of Cups. What you're desiring here in this connection, Aries. Okay, Justice. All right. What is blocking what it is you want? What's the conflict here? The Five of Cups. And the results of this situation. The Knight of Swords. Overall outcome for you two at this point. The Fool. All right. So this is what we start getting into over on your extended. The link for that is in the description at the top of the comments. All right. But for now, we're going to get into your reading, and I'm going to clarify these. So Aries, your person is showing up as the cosmic egg. Okay. For some of you, very specifically, this could be someone who is born in the year of the snake, which we're coming out of, okay? And this is someone who, your person could be going through like a huge spiritual awakening right now. And because of this, they can come off a bit like a recluse, okay? It's kind of like when a snake or a reptile goes and needs to be by themselves to shed, okay? Because they're very sensitive and very vulnerable during this time period. All right, so I'm definitely getting an energy of vulnerability, okay, with your person right now. Also, the snake, you see the way that it's wrapped around the egg. Your person, because of, you know, what they're going through, I'm hearing like sacred. This is a very sacred time for them. And so I kind of get the vibe that what's going on right now is you're feeling maybe left out, okay? You know, or the situation. I don't know if it's just you feeling like this, but I do get this vibe of the situation in general is not satisfactory, okay? When it comes to this connection, I think, I don't know, what I'm picking up, Aries, is you are wanting to understand more in terms of, you know, what is going on with them emotionally, where they're at. And again, I feel like they're probably not sharing this because of whatever shift is going on with them. And it seems pretty big with the cosmic egg. This person, for example, could be going through a like Saturn's return. Okay, so astrologically in their chart, there's something going on where they're going through a transition. Give me 1 second. Okay, so let me clarify the Four of Cups really quickly for the situation here. Yeah, secrets. I haven't told you everything. Okay. I feel like this is you two. There is something going on with them where right now they just feel very vulnerable, and you know what I'm getting too? It's like, yeah, I definitely get this person going through some sort of awakening, and It's like they're in this space of like, this is mine right now, and I'm not ready to share it. I'm not ready to open up about this. Okay. And for you and some of you, this is moon and Cancer, by the way. So I get the vibe, Aries, like you feel it. Okay. Some of you may have like a heavy, like Pisces, Cancer placement here. Like you can feel what's happening, and you feel that they have some sort of secret, and you're like, can you just communicate that to me? But the reason why, and that could go either way, Aries, vice versa, but I'm saying it that way. Like, I feel like your person is the one with the secret because they're showing up like the cosmic egg. Okay. I'm hearing that they have an answer. Okay. So they have an answer, but they're not expressing, they're not saying what their answer is. They're not, so some of you may have asked this person a question and they just haven't told you the answer yet. Okay. There is this feeling of like, time. When is this going to happen? There could also be an energy of boredom. Aries, you are a fire sign. And Aries can get bored pretty quick. All right. So you could just be like, okay, like what's going on? Like, what are you going to fill me in? Okay. So what you would like is justice. All right. This is what your desire is. And I think you want balance. You may want things to be settled here. So if you all have had some sort of argument, some sort of disagreement, which may make sense because you do have the Five of Cups. All right. That is a card of, conflict. Mars and Scorpio. So there's like Mars energy, but what you want, you have justice. That's Venus. Okay. So I definitely feel like whatever is going on here, you want the opposite. You want peace, mutual understanding. Okay. The Libra energy. Okay. I think you're also wanting like partnership. All right. Soul contract is coming up, which is interesting because justice does indicate contracts. The lessons I learned from us will never be forgotten. All right. Hold on. Some of you, what I'm hearing, Aries, is actually very interesting. I'm hearing for some of you, you're like, if you're done, you're done. Like, I need you to tell me if you're done. Because this to me, for some of you, like this could be about divorce. Okay. So yeah, I'm hearing like, fill me in. What do you want to do here? Because I'm tired of it too. So either, I'm hearing from some of you Aries, you're like, either this is something that we work out, we work together, or we come to some sort of agreement. In general, that's what I'm getting with you all. The agreement, again, is unique to each of your situation. But I feel like you're like, I want to come to some sort of agreement. And this could literally involve like contracts, okay? Or like the settling of, like assets, okay, well then let's figure out, who gets this and who gets that. Okay. So I'm getting that. I do feel like you would like a sit down with this person and for some of you, this already ended, and I'm getting with justice and soul contract. I think you'd like a bit more clarity as to why this ended, why this person stopped talking to you. Okay, things like that. I'm getting that. And then, with the conflict, what's blocking is the Five of Cups. So it's really interesting because the situation is the Four of Cups, which talks about like, it's the guy who's staring at the Three Cups, but not paying attention to like, I look at it like the Ace of Cups. So there's, this major offer here, that's coming in, but that's not what's being focused on. Okay, so that's what I'm hearing really quickly with the situation. It's the focus is on what we don't have instead of what is available. Okay, so the reason why you two are in this situation is because of that. Like, we're focused on the loss of what we're not getting instead of what we can have. And so the Five of Cups is, the gentleman looking at, okay, I'm sorry, y'all. George is really getting on my nerves. He keeps walking over the wire from the ring light. I don't understand why you have to keep doing that, sir. Okay. No, 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 no. Lay down. Lay down. No. Okay. So he's like, that's why I kept doing it. So you would pay attention, say my name, and I could come over here and get some attention. Not right now. So the Five of Cups is the gentleman who is looking at, and even if you look at Ava here, right? She's sad, okay? And what's being focused on, the conflict is like, what are we sad about? That's coming through very heavily. Like, we keep focusing on what we don't have. It's also this energy of like crying over spilled milk. Okay, stop it. Crying over spilled milk, and crying over something that's already said and done. It's already done. But again, this keeps being focused on, and I feel like it's some sort of argument. It's something from the past. And perplexity is coming out with what is, what's the block? What's the holdup? Look at all that blue. Feeling lost. Yeah, like it's a sense of loss. All right. Perplexity is a feeling of being unable to comprehend the current situation, leaving you feeling lost. It reminds you not to rush for answers, but to give yourself time and space to understand. The answers will eventually reveal themselves. Okay. So right now, both of you, I feel, or at least your person, especially if this involves like maybe a Scorpio. Okay. There's this energy of like, I don't know what to do. And I'm also hearing like, I don't want to fight anymore. I don't want to fight. I don't know, what's done is done. This person, what I'm hearing, Aries, they have the answer. Okay. I'm getting that very strongly. They have the answer. They know even maybe that they have the ability with the cosmic egg. This is the infinite within the finite. They know they have the ability to come in and clear things up, shine a light on what's going on, enlighten you. Because but for some reason, they're in this space of like, they're just not quite there yet. They're not ready. Because if they do it now, there's something about being exposed. They'll feel very exposed, and also timing. That's also why the clocks are here. The situation, there's something about timing. It's not the right time. And I think you're just kind of over it. I think you're done waiting. Okay. So now I'll continue this over on the extended. We're going to get into the result being the Knight of Swords, which does speak of quick communication, and the Fool. We got Gemini and Aquarius energy here. The Fool is about a new beginning, a new start. So we'll talk about that. Along with, other things. All right. Guidance, timeline of forward movement, and, more about this person's intentions with you. So Aries, if you're going to join me, I'll see you over on the other side. Like I said, the link is below in the description, top of the comments. If this is where we part ways, love you all. Good luck with everything. I'll see you next time. Peace.